Hello everyone. Good afternoon. So today I want to presentation about the material is the English affixes 2. So before I start the presentation, I will start with Panganjali Umat Om Swastiastu. So I will to introduce myself first. My name is Niwayan Siwani Dewi Desi, and my name is 23 111 71010, and I'm from class English Education Department A3 Campus Bangli, and my number absent in my class I'm number 9. So today I want to presentation about English affixes 2. But before I start the presentation, I want to ask you, do you know what is the English affixes 2? Do you know, guys? Alright, if you don't know what is the affixes 2, English affixes 2, I wanted to try to tell you the definition of the English affixes 2. Alright guys, so now I want to tell you about the definition for English affixes 2. So English affixes 2 is the affixes are a small word particle, so usually only a few letters added to a root word, and to change is the meaning of grammatical properties. So most affixes are one or two syllables, and some like s and es. So are just sounds, and affixes often modify a word definition. For instance, adding the affix re or read. Re before like read, and creates to reread. Affixes re and read, so the combined is a reread, which means the read again, like that. So they can also be used in a grammar, such as like adding ed at the end of the verb to create the simple past tense, and or adding an and an s to the end of a noun to make it a plural, like that. So I think that's a definition of English affixes 2. So now I wanted to tell you the of English affixes have the types, like the affixes have 3 types. Okay, I wanted to tell you what's the types of English affixes. So next, so I want to tell you about the types of English affixes. So for the types of English affixes, we have 3 types, and then the first we have the first we have a prefix, or in Indonesian language we call awalan. So prefix are affixes that are added to the beginning of a root word. They often modify the meaning of the base word, and then other times they combine with the with other affixes to create the new words. So for the example, we adding the prefix key, and then we what's the uri or arms or b or in, like that. And remember, we add the prefix in the beginning of the words. I think that's a definition of the prefix. So now I want to tell you the types of affixes. Number 2 is a suffix. What is suffix? Do you know what is the suffix? Okay, if you don't know, I want to tell you what is the suffix. So this is a definition of the suffix. Alright, so suffix or in Indonesia we call akhiran are affixes that are added to the end, end of the root word, so they can change the grammatical function of a word. Like for example, we adding the suffix full and then less and then able, like in the, and remember the suffix we add in the end of the word, in the end of the word. Yes, that's a definition of the suffix atau akhiran. So now we want to try to apply the what is the definition of types affixes number 3. And what the types of affix number 3? Do you know? Yes, correct. So the types of affixes number 2 is a infixes, or in Indonesia is a sisipan. So infixes is a are interested within a root word. Infixes are and infixes are not commonly used in English. So that's a definition about the 3 types of affixes in English. So we have prefix, or we call awalan, and suffix, or we call akhiran, and the third we have infixes atau kita sebut dengan sisipan. So this is the definition, and now I want to tell you about the example of types of affixes English. So next, right, for the example, the first we have prefix. Yeah, the prefix verb to new verb. For the example, we have prefix re, re. So the meaning is again or back. The example of prefix re is reread or rebuild or reappear, like that. So I want to give you 3 examples for the prefix, and we have prefix over. For the meaning is too much. The example in a word overbook or oversleep, maybe on or overwork, like that. And the last we have un. So the meaning is reverses the meaning of the verb. For the example, we have unbathed, and then we had uncouple or maybe unfastened, like that. So now I give you 3 examples, but you can searching in a Google, or you can ask to your teacher or your lecturer about she or he can give you more example of prefix. So now I want to next to give you a sample for types number 2. Yes, it's a suffixes, atau itu disebut dengan akhiran. So suffixes or akhiran, for the example is a suffixes full. So the example word is joyful. That means full of joy, like that. And then the new word is adjective word. And then for number 2, the example number 2 of suffix is able. So example word is reliable, like that. And then the meaning of reliable is capable capable of being read. And then the new words is adjective words. So and then the third or the last, we have a ment, ment. So for the example word is a development. So the meaning of development is the process of developing. Like the new word is noun. Jadi development is a noun, like that. And then I think that's the three example of the suffix. So now I want to give you example of infixes. So like we have infixes bloodly. The word with emphasis is absurd and especially bloody or loudly. So example of the word is absolutely. So the meaning is absolutely is a curtain, like that. So number two, we have freaking. The word with infix is un, and then freaking and believable. So the example word in unbelievable. The meaning of the word is as absolutely unbelievable, like that. And then we have freaking and like fan freaking fantastic, like that. Example of word is fantastic, like that. So the meaning is very fantastic. Yeah, I think that's example about infixes. So if you want to learn more about the types of affixes English, or especially in the example, you can search in the Google, or you can watch on YouTube, or ask to your teacher or your lecturer. Okay guys, I think that's all presentation about the material of affixes 2 of English. So before I close the presentation, I would to apologize I have mistake in my presentation, but yeah, and I want to say thank you so much for your attention to learn my presentation. So and yeah, I close this presentation with Parama Santi, 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 Santi. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Good afternoon.